Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on the new Urban Decay All-Nighter Liquid Foundation. Now this is their new foundation that is basically supposed to be like a matte, fuller coverage version of the original Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, which if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that this is like my holy grail favorite foundation. But I have actually been looking for a fuller coverage foundation since I tried the Kat Von D Full Coverage Lock-It Foundation. I really liked the formula of that foundation, but they didn't have like a color match for me. It was either too white or too yellow, and I would have had to mix two shades to get the right shade match, and that's not something that I want to do. So I have just been waiting and like looking for, a new matte liquid foundation that is as flawless as the Kat Von D. And I think that I have found it in the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Now, I don't have the actual bottle to show you because I have learned a wonderful trick that you can get samples at Sephora and not have to spend a ton of money and then return stuff if it doesn't work for you. You can just get the samples. So that's what I did. I actually learned that from Thrift Thick. I'm sure you guys have seen her channel, but I will link it below just in case. She does a lot of like first impressions, like all day, kind of following her around. Trying out foundation samples that she gets at Sephora, which I think is a wonderful idea. And, it's just so nice to get a sample and then you don't have to worry about like having to return it if it didn't work for you. I hate returning used products. I do. Like if I don't use something or if it doesn't work for me, I'll return it, but I just feel bad doing that. So it's so much better to get the samples if you are around a Sephora and you can do that, and they will do that for you. Unfortunately, Ulta does not give samples, so I feel really bad about this, but if there's a foundation that I want to try, even if it's at Ulta, I will go get the sample at Sephora, and if I like it, I will go buy it at Ulta because I like their rewards program so much better. So moving on about this foundation. Now, what I was really excited about when I heard about this foundation coming out was like, okay, 0.5 in the original Naked Skin is the perfect shade match for me, which means I'm going to find a shade match. I'm going to be 0.5 in the new one. But the 0.5 in the new matte foundation is not the same as the 0.5 in the original Naked Skin. And talking to the girls at Sephora, they said that they were, a lot of those girls, the employees there had been playing with it, and they were finding that they had to go 1 to 2 shades darker than what they would use in the original. Now, I think it depends on your undertones as well, because I was just watching a video from Amy Michelle. She's a YouTuber that I really like and respect, and she does a lot of great reviews on her channel. And she was saying that she actually had to go 2 shades lighter because she's a warmer undertone, and she said that the warmer undertones have a tendency to oxidize and get darker. So I don't know because I haven't tried those, but really the best thing to do is going to be go to Sephora or Ulta if you can and test it out and see what your shade match is. Try to get shade matched either at Ulta or Sephora if you have one nearby. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, but I will tell you that I went 1 shade. I had to go 1 shade darker than my shade in the original formula. So I am going to swatch the original for you as well as the 2 shades that I got. So first I got 0.5, and then I had to go back and get 1.5 because the 0.5 didn't work for me. Okay, so first I'm going to show you my original Naked Skin in 0.5. As you can see, the texture of this is very liquidy, which is not how the new ones are. So that's 0.5, and then I'm going to show you 0.5 in the new one. And this is really similar to Kat Von D's shade 42, if you're fair like I am and have tried that. So this is way too much. It's going to go really far, so I'm going to have to take bit of that away. This is a much thicker formula. So as you can see, it's much lighter than the original 0.5. And this just really washed me out. If you have seen The Princess Bride, you know the albino guy who tortures people in the bottom of the tree, like in that tree, that big tree. My face just looked like that, like stark white. You can fix it by putting on a ton of bronzer and it's, you know, not too noticeable, but you can find a better match than this. So this is again the 0.5 in the new All Nighter foundation from Urban Decay, and then this is the 0.5 in the original Naked Skin. And this one is the 1.5. I wouldn't say that it's a match to the original, but it is closer. That's what this one looks like. And this is the shade that I'm wearing today and that I feel works pretty well on my skin tone. So you can see that it's quite a bit darker and a better match for me than this middle shade, and it is closer to this one. So as you can see, at least with these shades, with the cooler tone shades, you do need to go darker than you would in the original formula. So overall, as far as wear time goes, and the matte finish, and the flawlessness, it's all of those things. This is a beautiful full coverage foundation. It feels really weightless. It feels just like the original Naked Skin, but you have this gorgeous coverage and it really lasts all day long. Like I said, you know, I don't know about 24 hours, but 12 to 14 hours it does last. And that is with going outside, running errands, sweating, humidity. My car is probably 110 degrees when I get in, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to cool down. So I am sweating like crazy when I get into my car to go out and run errands or whatever. And the foundation really stayed on through that. So I think that this is a wonderful product. It retails for $40. I will be buying the shade 1.5 at some point. I'm not going to buy it now because I recently just purchased the new Hourglass stick foundation and I'm loving that. It has a very similar finish and lasting power and all of that stuff to this new Urban Decay foundation. So I am going to use that for a while, you know, at least until the next like 20% off sale at Ulta or something, just because I don't really need two matte foundations and the Hourglass one is great. I would say if you're like considering between the Hourglass and the Urban Decay, the new All Nighter, it really depends on your preference. The All Nighter, you get a lot more product and it's $40. The Hourglass is $46 and you don't get as much product. But the ease of use, I guess, of that, because it's in a stick form, you know, the Urban Decay is a better deal, but the Hourglass is also really nice. I didn't mean for this to turn into a comparison video here, but I guess that's what I'm doing because these are two very similar finish foundations that I have just recently tried. So that is my review. I definitely think this is a fantastic foundation if you're looking for something that is full coverage that will really last through whatever you put it through. Then this new Urban Decay All Nighter foundation is great for that. So it's $40. You can get it at Ulta or Sephora. Of course, I recommend getting it at Ulta because of their rewards program and the points and everything, but definitely recommend picking up samples first and getting shade matched. Those are my thoughts. I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know if you have tried this new foundation and what you think of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.